One of the best parts of traveling is finding great places to eat, and St. Augustine definitely gave us plenty of options. From pizza and seafood to casual grill food, we ate our way around the city and tried some really good spots along the way. So if you're heading to St. Augustine and looking for some casual, family-friendly places to grab a bite, come along with us and see what we ate. Our first stop was Beachside Diner, which is located right alongside St. Augustine Beach. If you're someone who loves breakfast food, you'll definitely want to put this on your list because they serve breakfast all day. They're open every day from 7 a.m. until 2:30 in the afternoon, with lunch starting around 11 o'clock. A few of us decided to go with breakfast, and I decided to try something a little different. I ordered the beignets and fish tacos, and yes, I know that's an interesting combination. The beignets were a fun way to start the meal, but nothing like New Orleans, and the fish tacos gave a little bit more of a Florida beach vibe. I love when a restaurant gives you plenty of options, especially when everyone in the group is craving something different. So if you're spending the day at St. Augustine Beach and looking for a casual spot where you can grab breakfast or lunch, Beachside Diner is definitely one to consider. For dinner, we headed over to Sunset Grille, and this ended up being one of those restaurants that we enjoyed so much, we actually came back a second time. We tried quite a few things here, including the clam chowder, coconut shrimp, chicken parmesan, ribs, and fried shrimp. But the real standout for my husband was the chicken parmesan. He loved it so much, we had to order it again when he came back. I was also really hoping to try the mahi, but unfortunately, it was sold out every single day we were in Augustine, which was 5 days in a row. So apparently, the mahi is either pretty popular or they just didn't get it from a fresh catch that day. Overall, Sunset Grille was a great casual dinner option with a nice variety on the menu, and anytime a restaurant is good enough to make us come back, I'd say that's a pretty good sign. The next morning, we were on the hunt for something sweet, so we headed over to Island Donuts. And I mean, what better way to start a morning at the beach than a fresh donut? So Island Donuts has a great variety of donuts and breakfast treats. So we got a dozen. Here are the chocolate iced, blueberry cheesecake, tropical smoothie, orange creamsicle, lemon filled, raspberry filled, Rolo. Then here are some original glazed, and then this is a vanilla cream filled. Also had to check out the pineapple fritter. So if you're looking for an easy breakfast to start your beach day, then Island Donuts is a fun spot to check out. For dinner, we headed to Hillary's Chicago Pizza. And if you know us, you know that we have to try Chicago-style deep dish pizza whenever we travel. Hillary's offers both authentic Chicago deep dish and thin crust pizza. So there's something for everyone. And what makes this spot even more special is that the owners are actually from Chicago. So we knew we had to give their deep dish a try. We went with the deep dish, and we opted for some thin crust as well. It was definitely a fun change from some of the seafood and casual beach food we've been eating throughout the trip. If you're a pizza lover visiting St. Augustine, especially if you're craving a taste of Chicago, Hillary's Chicago Pizza is definitely a spot you'll want to check out. Next dinner stop was the St. Augustine Fish Camp. And if you're planning to eat here, I would definitely recommend making a reservation ahead of time. It's a very popular spot, and reservations are highly recommended. We started with fried green tomatoes and a beet salad, and then for our entrees, we tried the broiled seafood and a seafood combo platter, which included some fish, shrimp, and some clam strips. All were delicious and very fresh. There was plenty of seafood options to choose from, so if you're a seafood lover, you'll definitely have some choices here. And of course, we couldn't finish dinner without trying dessert. We ended the meal with the blueberry bread pudding, which was such a delicious way to wrap things up. So overall, Fish Camp gave us another great seafood experience in St. Augustine, and it was definitely a fun addition to our list of places we tried during this trip. Another dinner stop on our St. Augustine food tour was Salt Life Food Shack, right at St. Augustine Beach. I actually ended up getting my food to go this time, but this is a popular spot if you're looking for a casual meal with a beachy atmosphere. The rooftop is supposed to have some great ocean views, so if you're dining in, that's definitely something to check out. And after trying and failing to get mahi at Sunset Grille for 5 days, I was finally able to get my mahi here. I also picked up a crunch roll to go, so I had a little bit of seafood and sushi to enjoy. Sometimes vacation dinners are as simple as grabbing your food and heading back to relax, and this was one of those nights. We also grabbed some lunch at DJ's Clam Shack, which you may recognize from diners, drive-ins, and dives. They're known for their seafood, and their most famous menu item is their overstuffed lobster roll. We decided to try a few different things instead, including the grilled shrimp roll, fried shrimp, and of course, the clam chowder. Now I have a little test when it comes to clam chowder. If the spoon can stand up in it, I know we're talking about some thick, nice, creamy chowder. And this one definitely passed the spoon test. We also tried the sweet potato fries, which came with an amazing maple aioli. That sweet and savory combination was so good and definitely made the fries stand out. Overall, DJ's Clam Shack was a fun, casual lunch stop, and if you're a seafood lover visiting St. Augustine, definitely add this one to your list, especially if you like to try restaurants featured on diners, drive-ins, and dives. After visiting the St. Augustine Lighthouse, we worked up an appetite and decided to grab some pizza to go from Bronx House Pizza. We ordered some garlic knots and pizza, which made for an easy and casual meal after a busy day of sightseeing. Sometimes after spending the day exploring, you just want to grab something familiar, take it back, and relax, and pizza was the perfect choice for us. The garlic knots were a must-have, and the pizza gave us a quick and easy dinner without having to make another big stop after the lighthouse. And that wraps up our St. Augustine food tour. We definitely ate our way through this trip, from fresh seafood and Chicago-style pizza to clam chowder, shrimp, donuts, and plenty of casual beachside meals. We tried a lot of different restaurants, and I love that there was such a variety of food to choose from. And of course, there were a few places we enjoyed enough that we definitely went back. If you're planning a trip to St. Augustine, I hope this video gave you some ideas for places to eat and help take some of the guesswork out of deciding where to grab your next meal. Thank you so much for coming along with us on our St. Augustine food adventure. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not already, and I'll see you in the next one.